Today we're going to be embracing that spring is right on our doorstep by making some sunflower coasters. This design is perfect for this time of year. You can use it to just have some spring themed decor in your own house. They're perfect to make as a set and then gift to a family or friend. And they're relatively beginner friendly, and I'm going to be going through the entire process in this video. I'm Jessie of Crochet by Jessie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, and let's get into today's video. Here is an example of our finished sunflower coaster, and by the end of today's tutorial you should have one looking somewhat similar to this. For today's tutorial you're going to need a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and then 2 different coloured yarns. I've chosen the very basic sunflower brown and yellow, but to be honest you can do whatever you fancy with it. You can look at whatever shades, and I want to note now that both of these are just standard double knit acrylic yarn. So looking at this pattern you'll see the centre is using the brown yarn, so that is what we're going to start off with. We need to do a slip knot to begin, and then once that's done we'll grab our hook and we're going to do 4 chains to start off. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once that's done you're going to do a slip stitch going into that first chain just to create the ring that we're going to be working with. And then once that's done we're going to have a total of 18 double crochet going round, but our first chain 2 is going to count as the initial one. So that's one done. We've got 17 left to do. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and then from this point I am just going to speed it up in a second just because this bit will take a little while. It's quite repetitive. Okay, we've got one last one left to do. So that is how it is looking. If you'd prefer to do a magic circle in the middle, you can do that. I just personally really don't like magic circles, so I avoid them like the plague. But it's completely your choice if you would like to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to do a slip stitch just to join up this first round. So this is what it should look like after you finish your first round. This is how it looks after the first round is done. So it's time to start round number 2. We're going to chain 2 because that counts as our first double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 double crochet into every stitch going around for this round. And the reason we're doing that is we're just adding the increases just to make sure that the circle aspect of the coaster still lays fairly flat, because we don't want to have it either bunched up or we don't want to have it curl up, all of that kind of stuff. So we're just going to keep doing this process as we go all the way around. And then this is the last round that we're using the brown yarn. After that, we're just going to be using the yellow yarn. I have nearly finished my second round. This is how it's looking. You'll see it's pretty flat still at the moment. It's not curled up. It's not gone really like fluffy or ruffly, anything like that, which is perfect. And we're just going to do a single slip stitch, just joining up the round together from where it started and where it finished. If you've cut your yarn already like I have, then perfect, but then if you haven't you'll be doing that next. And then we're just going to chain and pull all the way through, because we're not going to be using the brown yarn from this stage. We're going to be using yellow yarn from this round onwards until it's done. So to give you guys a bit of a comparison side by side, this is how we are currently looking. We've got the centre finished. We're going to be doing this round next. So really there's only 3 rounds left and then this is going to be done. So we've got our centre, we've got our yellow yarn, and we've got our hook. So we're just going to put your hook into whichever stitch you want to start with. We'll join it up. We're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. We're going to do 3 chains. We're going to skip a stitch and then work another 2 double crochets into the one after. And 2. We're going to repeat that process again. So we're going to skip 1 stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets. Once that's done, chain 3 times, skip a stitch, go into the next one and do 2 double crochets, and you're just going to keep that process up again. So that's done, so skip 1 and then do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 1, 2, 3 times, skip a stitch, do 2 double crochets, skip a stitch, do 2 double crochets. Once that's done, then you're going to be doing your 1, 2, 3 chains again, skip a stitch, do 2 double crochets, and just repeat that process until you get all the way round. And this is how it's looking so far. So we're just coming to the end of round number 3, and then as you'll see with the chain 3 spaces, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, which is perfect. That's how many you should have. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a slip stitch to join these 2 lots of 2 double crochets together. There we are. And then at this stage, we just have 2 rounds left to do. To start round number 4, we're going to just do 1 chain. And then in this space here between those 2 groups of double crochets, we're just going to do a single crochet like that. We're then going to jump to the chain 3 space, and we're going to do a total of 3 half double crochets to start. 1, 2 and 3. We're then going to do 1 treble crochet, and that's just for the pointier part of the petal. And then we're going to do a further 3 half double crochets, 2 and 3. So once that's done, we're going to go back into this space and do a single crochet, and we're just going to repeat that process. So back into the chain 3 space, and then we're doing 1, 2, 3 half double crochet, followed by the treble. There we are. And then another 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then the single crochet between those 2 clusters. So you'll see it's just defining the petals a little bit more. So just keep doing that process as we're going all the way round. Just another little check-in on round 4. I've just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of my 9 petals. I'm just going to keep doing the same process, and what I quite like about this pattern is it is quite repetitive at this stage especially, which just makes it easier to follow. And I appreciate patterns where I don't necessarily feel like I'm having to think quite as much as I'm doing them, because I feel like that just makes it a far more enjoyable experience personally. So I'm just finishing up the 4th round, and then after that we only have 1 more. So I'm just going to go to that first single crochet I did and do a slip stitch. So after that, we just have 1 more round. It's just going to be making the petals look a little bit more defined, and then we'll be done with this design. We're on the 5th and final round for this design. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a slip stitch into the next stitch, because that's where I want to start for this. I'm going to chain 1 and do a single crochet into that same space, and then I'm going to do another one in the next 2 stitches. In the top stitch, which is where the treble was, we're going to do a half double crochet, and then we're going to go back down and do 3 single crochets again. Once we've done those 3 single crochets, you'll see it's looking a lot more defined, which is what we want. In the next space, just to show that we've got a valley as well as the peaks we've got, we're just going to do a slip stitch, and then we're going to go into the next stitch after that, and we're going to do 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and then the peak where the treble is, we're doing the half double crochet. After that, we're going to do another 3 single crochets, 2, 3, and then our slip stitch, and then another 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a half double crochet after that, and then another 3 single crochets. Just make sure you're going to the right spot, because I nearly missed mine just then. 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to do our slip stitch. So showing you again, you'll see those petals are just a lot more defined, which is what we want. So we're just going to keep doing that same process where we do 1, 2, 3 single crochets, 1 half double crochet, a further 3 single crochets, 2 and 3, and then we're going to do a slip stitch just to create the little valleys in the design. So we're just going to keep doing that all the way around. We're nearly done with row number 5, which means we're nearly done with the entire of our sunflower coaster design. So what we're going to do, we've just done the last 3 single crochet. We now have a slip stitch to do in that skipped stitch from the start of the round. And then after that, we're just going to do a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. Once that's done, chain, cut your yarn, and then pull through. And then after that, the last thing you really have to worry about is just weaving in any of your loose ends. But honestly, there's not really that many with this design. I have just sorted all of my loose ends out, so this is what it looks like on one side, and then this is what it looks like on the other side. So it's quite a nice sleek finished design, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Hopefully you guys have a coaster looking somewhat like this. It is a relatively quick project which you can work up pretty quickly, and you can make quite a few, so sets are not going to take that long to do. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please don't hesitate to subscribe, as well as pressing the thumbs up to this video and the bell to be notified when my next video is up. Thank you for watching, guys.